Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Welcome to the Louisiana Superdome in Cajun Country, New Orleans. Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. The St. Louis Rams and New Orleans Saints pitted against one another in this exhibition contest. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They'll get the ball here at the 20. Breeze hands it off.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
He throws downfield. He's hit, but he's still on his feet. No one will catch him. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go nearly 80 yards in 2 plays.
Drew Brees is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no debate about that. He can change the outcome of a game, and he's such a strong leader, just a fantastic player and fun to watch.
Garrett Hartley puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. New Orleans is up 7. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Gets it to the 21.
Big drive now for the offense. The last thing in the world you can afford to have happen now is a 3-and-out. You've already given up a touchdown, a 3-and-out here, and you're in trouble.
Jackson gets 8 yards on the play. And 2 yards away here on 2nd down. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 42.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
Jackson fumbles. New Orleans got it.
Well, the number one rule for a halfback is you have to be able to hold on to the football. All the statistics show you turn it over and you're going to lose.
Here's the throw. He's brought down at the 27.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
He's dropped down at the 26-yard line. Bush gets about a yard on the play. It's second down and 9 to go. It's a pass. The stop was made by Bartell.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
Handoff to the right.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
It's a 2nd and 11 situation here. They hand it off. Bartell was there to bring him down. Third down now, 10 yards for the first. And the pigskin at the 16. Searching for an open man. He's got it! Touchdown! The Saints go 45 yards in 6 plays.
There aren't too many better options than that guy when you're talking about throwing one in the end zone. Some of the best hands in all of football.
Garrett Hartley is good on the point after. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The Rams will begin this drive at the 23-yard line. Jackson, the ball carrier, and he's tackled at the 26-yard line.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Jackson racks up 5 on the run. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. He passes it.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
They line the ball up at the 39. Jackson gets it on the inside. It's a gain of 3.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Pass is short right side.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
That brings up another third down attempt. Surveys the field.
That was a very good effort by the Saints.
Fourth down. The Rams are lining up to punt it away. It bounces out of bounds at the 44. The Saints were able to put a scoring drive together on their last time out. Good coverage downfield. Diggs gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss at the 44-yard line. Second down and 7 yards to go. Gives it left side. Drop behind the line.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Still looking for an open man. The defender bats it away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Avery will be the return man. He angles it out of bounds at the 35.
There's still plenty of football to be played, but so far this offense seems lethargic. They really need a spark here.
Dunbar was there for the stop. Maybe a yard on that completion. That'll make it second down. We've got 2nd and 9 yards to go. Ball on their own 36. It's the tailback. And the tackle was made by Sharper. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 14-zip. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. Short pass to his left. He's wrestled down at the 45. Fourth down. The Rams lining up to punt. And they down it at the 2. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. He's brought down at the 7.
The Saints have had very little success running the ball so far, but that time they were able to create a little push and get some decent yardage.
Breeze, hands off, and he makes it out to about the 8-yard line. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Breeze will hand it off.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Fourth down. The Saints ready to punt this one away. Avery fields it at the 42. He makes it to the 42.
It's only a 2-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
Jackson gets 6 yards on the play. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Jackson takes the delayed handoff. Steven Jackson got free and picked up a first down after a nice 6-yard pickup.
There we go, baby.
The pigskin, gives it to the back. And he's tackled at the 30. The pigskin, he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Third down now. They'll need 11 to move the chains. Ball on the 31. Gets it away. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
The kick bounces off the upright. No good. Breeze with the give. They line the ball up at the 39. Just gets it off. And that's a catch. Marcus Colston makes his third grab. The give to the tailback.
The Saints actually get a little bit of yardage there. They've been shut down in the running game so far.
He didn't get back to the line.
The Saints are simply getting stuffed on nearly every rushing attempt. They need to get a spark somehow because this just does not bode well for them.
They line up at the 46. He's searching for a receiver. He makes another catch.
Sometimes I think because Drew Brees isn't a very big guy, people tend to think he doesn't have great arm strength. But when I go back and put on the tape, there's no question that when he has to make a throw, when he has to make that deep comeback kind of a throw, he has plenty of arm strength to do anything, and he's a big play guy. You always see him creating big play opportunities for his receivers.
Hit as he throws. Robert Meacham was the intended receiver.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
The offense facing another third down here. He's going for it all. Robert Meacham was the intended receiver on the play. They'll line up for the field goal. This will be a 36-yard try. It's up. And sails wide right. No good. Flips it out short to his left.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
They're looking at 2nd down and 6. 2 minutes to go in the half. He's going to pass.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Looking for a man. It's intercepted. Room to run along the sideline. He's dropped down at the 11.
Not a good way for that drive to end. That one really needed to go the distance and put 7 points up so they could draw a little closer here in the first half. But give the defense credit for not slipping.
Comes down with it. Touchdown! The Saints take 2 plays to convert their excellent starting field position into 6 points.
Devery Henderson brings so much to the table as a wide receiver. He's really an asset to this offense.
Hartley is good on the point after. Gets it to the 21.
The Rams are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over. Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
Drops it, and he was pretty well covered. 2nd down coming up after the incomplete pass. From their own 37-yard line. The pass is away.
And sometimes you get used to throwing to those speedy wide receivers, and the tight ends are just a stride slower, and you saw it there.
Just gets it away. Johnson was his intended target. It's 4th down. The Rams line up to punt. It's on the ground. He's tackled and down at the 12.
As a returner now, the #1 rule, if you can't catch it cleanly, just get the heck out of the way. You cannot have a play like that happen to your football team.
Has a man to his right. Little flip. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 21-zip. St. Louis awaits the kickoff to start the third quarter. He'll down it in the end zone.
The Rams are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
And they go from their own 18-yard line. Moves to his right.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
They'll give it off here. Second down and 7 yards to go. On their own, let's say 43. He lets it go. He's wrestled down at the 41-yard line. Bradford with the give. He fights forward to about the 39. They're looking now at 2nd and 8. He gets off the throw. He's brought down at the 25.
The Rams are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
It's 1st and 10. Darby takes it left. He's tackled at the 22-yard line. Darby gets 3 yards on the carry. He fights forward to about the 20. Darby gains about 2 yards on the run. They line up at the 20. Bradford hands it off. Runs through the tackle.
Offenses are getting so good at throwing the ball in the NFL right now that we're starting to see more and more draws called, especially in situations where you're bringing extra pressure, trying to blitz, or in those nickel or dime situations. That time, they pick up a first down.
Breaks through the line for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They set up shop on the 6. Here's a draw. Hammered in the backfield.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way. Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Fourth down. They'll line up the field goal unit. This one from 24 yards out. And the kick is good. And with that, the score is the Rams 3, the Saints 21. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Brown is just about ready to kick this one away. They drop the runner at the 25. They'll start this drive at the 25. Lets it go deep. He makes a great diving catch.
What do they say? You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time they tried to bring defensive pressure. The offensive line picked it up perfectly, and that's a big play.
Good gain through the air will set them up with another first down and 10. Buying time with his feet. He bats the ball away. That incompletion will bring up second down. Rolls to his right. He's dropped down at the 26-yard line.
Well, Drew Brees has certainly established himself as one of the great quarterbacks in the game. I think you certainly have to mention him alongside Peyton Manning and Tom Brady at this point. 106 quarterback rating last year, 34 touchdowns, 12 interceptions for the Saints, and a remarkable 69% completion percentage. That is the trademark of a very, very good passing team.
Feeds it to the back.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Gets the pass off. Reggie Bush was the intended receiver.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
They call on the field goal unit here. This will be from 38 yards out. The kick is no good. He hooked it left. He's going to be tackled for a loss. And they line up at the 28. Jackson gets another handoff. Between the tackles. He's off. He'll just jog into the end zone. Whoa!
Steven Jackson's one of those rare combinations of size and strength and speed, a little bit like Larry Johnson, in that he's not afraid to run over you. He's fast enough to run through a defense. He creates big plays. Just a really outstanding talent in the NFL.
St. Louis looks ready to kick it away. Bush is back to receive the kick. He makes it to the 22. A missed field goal ended their last drive. Let's see if they can put something together. Bush on the inside handoff.
The Saints have to be frustrated with their lack of running success in this game. I mean, how many times can you get beat like that and still keep trying to hand the football off?
Looks to throw it. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 21-10. Saints have possession and control of the game as we get ready to begin the fourth. He rolls out to the right. He's got room. Drew Brees is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark. Deep pass, end zone. He's got it, touchdown! Brees has thrown 4 touchdowns today. Extra point is good. It's fielded at the 2. They catch him at the 29-yard line. They'll start at the 29-yard line. On the ground left side.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go. That was impressively done by the Saints.
They're now looking at a 3rd and long after the sack. Goes for it all.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. Running out of time. Saints will set up shop at the 10. Pass is short right side. He's tackled at the 2. Pickup of 8 on the pass. They're looking to second and about 2. Bartell gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss at the 3-yard line. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. Pitch right. It's a loose ball. New Orleans is able to fall on it.
You have to protect the ball. It's really just as simple as that. You cannot have turnovers and expect to be successful in a game like this.
It's 4th down, and this should be an easy 3. It's up, and it's good. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Jackson takes it up the middle. He's wrestled down at the 22-yard line. He's going to throw it. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. Darby gets the call. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. Looks left. Here's a short pass. They line up at the 37. Passes it downfield. Burton was the intended receiver on the play. He's searching for a receiver. It's almost picked off. Marty Gilliard was his intended target. Still looking for an open man. Marty Gilliard was the intended receiver.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Not much indecision by the coach here. He'll keep the offense out there to go for it. Moves to his right.
I can't really second-guess the call on the part of the offense there. They really felt like they needed to keep this drive alive, just didn't get it done.
He's looking over the top. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees with 5 touchdown tosses in the game. Extra point is good. So, with over 7 minutes left, here in the fourth quarter, our score. The Saints, 38. The Rams, 10. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. He'll down it in the end zone. The Rams will start this drive at the 20. He is wanting to go deep with it.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Second down and 7 yards to go. The ball is on their own 20. What a shot!
It almost looked like the offensive line didn't know who to block on that one. Sometimes the best part of blitzing is you create situations where the offensive line have to all think, have to all be on the same page. One guy messes up and it's over.
They might have mistimed the snap on that.
You know, it's just 5 yards, but a penalty like that can really throw your offense off rhythm. You definitely have to now change the play call at this point. The Saints came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
The Rams are lining up to punt this one away. Bush will start running at the 39.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Drew Brees has passed for 400 yards in this game. Excellent gain through the air will set them up with another first down and 10. Rolls to his right. And the pass falls incomplete. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Here's the pass. They make the stop, but the Saints will have a first and goal. Avoids a sack by getting it off as he's hit. Evans makes his third grab. The defense is backed up against their own end zone. Inside handoff. Did he get there? They give him the score.
What a run that was. He was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to go down for a big loss. Instead, he breaks the tackle and runs it in for the touchdown.
And he adds the point after. We're nearing the 2-minute warning in the fourth. The Saints, 45. The Rams, 10. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Rams will begin this drive at the 20. He gets off the throw. He's dropped down at the 34-yard line.
This defense is going to have a hard time today if they try and defend this four-wide set with a 43 defense.
It's 1st and 10. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game. He throws downfield. He's brought down at the 49-yard line. Dumps it out left. He's wrestled down at the 45. Marty Gilliard with his 5th grab of the game. He's going deep. Deflected and broken up. 3rd down coming up after that incompletion. Goes through his progression. He's dropped down right around the 8-yard line by Darren Sharper. They hurry to the line. Passes to the end zone. Comes down with it. Touchdown! And they weren't going to allow their opponents to outscore them 3-1 before they answer like they did here on this drive. And the point after is good. With just over a minute to go in regulation, the score is the Rams 17, the Saints 45. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. Brown will send this one deep. He'll down it in the end zone. Saints will set up shop at the 20-yard line. On the ground, right side. This is a game he'll want to forget about. He's faced a wall almost every time he's gotten the rock. Gives it right side. The offensive line just hasn't opened up many holes for him. He's really having a tough time out there. That's going to do it from the Big Easy. Stay with us for top highlights next. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.